All right, so it's early June '65. We only have 7 months left, so not a whole lot of time to really get the Confederacy to surrender. But we'll see what we can do. Starting off here in Virginia, we're going to move a few small brigades out to take control of a little bit of the area around. I'm a little hesitant to just go straight in because of they could rail a few corps to these entrenchments, which would cause some significant problems. Down here in Wilmington, the general plan is we're going to try to get between Goldsboro and Raleigh. It's a bit of a stretch. We have one arriving in 13 days and the other arriving in in 15. But we'll see if we can just make it. Forrest is back here. We do have another division on the way to Wilmington. So Wilmington will get a 3rd division. We will also be moving on Fort Sumter. Berry's fleet, Farragut's picked him up, and Farragut will drop off a couple divisions to attack Fort Sumter. Although now that I'm thinking about it, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to flip this, and I'm going to send Sherman's force to. Here we go. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to send Sherman's force to get dropped off and leave. Here we go. Let's put Berry back in here. Yep. So that's good. And then here is Sherman's force. So they have 2. Okay. So they have a supply wagon. We have 2 here. Okay. Yeah. So let's do that. And we'll see if we'll see if anything's going to be in Fort Sumter. Doesn't really look like it. It looks like there's just a regiment there. You can see like there's a big sea of of white here as the Confederates are all over. I'm still trying to kind of like work my way around them here, and I'm hoping to get the supply depot built this turn, and then ideally we'll be able to push forward a little more supply to make it a little easier to be supplied going forward. Down in El Paso, we're just going to hold here for the minute. So I'm basically waiting on the other forces to arrive. I really don't. I think 2 to 1. With those entrenchments. I don't think we'd win, especially since a lot of our forces are actually cavalry here. So we really need the rest of the division to push Van Dorn out. Those are the main highlights. I'd love to know what Johnson's supply situation is, but right now at least I can't get any better visibility. Here, I'll maybe bring the cavalry regiment forward and see if they can see something better. Okay, so that's about it. So let's run the turn and see what happens. All right, so we had a few skirmishes. You can see we have taken these regions here, and actually we took the railroad as well. So the roads, we actually control the roads too. So that gives us Charlottesville, which is another another strategic town. Yeah, down in North Carolina, phosphorus did very, very well. Arrived in plenty of time, and now has complete control of the railroad. This, to a large extent, cuts off Raleigh from from Virginia. Now, of course, they can still rail that way down through here, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's actually 8 days to get there, and we have Newton's core also on the way. So we have two, pretty strong core on the way. We were able to push them out here, so we've taken back control here. We'll need to fix the railroad. You can see, here we go. So we have another division did arrive, and so now Wilmington's in a good spot. Sherman did attack, and so now Fort Sumter is besieged, and so yeah, so basically Savannah and Charleston are continuing to be blockaded. Definitely still dealing with some pretty significant supply issues out here, and it takes a whole other day to make the depot. So we still haven't actually made the depot yet, which is frustrating to say the least. So we do have some supply down here, and we have some supply that's being pushed out here, but not anywhere near enough to supply our large forces. I think those were the main highlights. Kind of out in El Paso, I did see that looks like the Indian units have arrived, which of course is annoying since I couldn't stop them before. And yeah, also unfortunately our force here did not attack, so it's still besieged. So it's gonna be at least another turn, before we can move on. We have destroyed the fort here, and so I mean effectively, El Paso is essentially completely surrounded at this point. So it doesn't seem they don't have any supply issues yet, though. Down in here, we just don't have enough visibility to see what is going on. Maybe we should use a card to no, it doesn't work. Since we don't have 6 cavalry elements nearby. Yeah, so those were the main highlights. Morale's down to 108. I almost wonder, though, it's like we're losing one every turn. It says options and events, but I think it's actually auto rebalancing, so I'm a little confused on that. Let's go to the objective screen. So their morale's at 99, and then you can see we get Charlottesville's worth a little bit. It's worth 1 a turn, so we're up to 76, and they're down to 14. As I pointed out before, the blockade is at 95%, and I don't even know if you can get it to 100%. So I think next turn, we want to move on Raleigh. I think we're in a good position here since we control the railroad that's between Smith's Force and that, we do have, there's 3 divisions here, and then 5 divisions here. So we're dealing with some pretty significant forces. It's 8 divisions. Of course, the Confederacy could, of course, decide to rail down. So I'll need to consider that since the railroad is open. Our small partisan cavalry force did make it up here, though, so we'll try to destroy the railroad, but it'll be this turn and not next. Forrest went south. Not exactly sure where exactly. Likely back to cause havoc in Georgia and Alabama. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We did print money, so we'll be able to do like our last big round of recruitment now. But as far as we're pretty good with our replacement situation. So this will basically be the last round of actual forming brigades and forces for divisions. All right, that's about it. See you next time.